Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the Math 0361 Practice Test 1 review. Question 25 would like us to solve the equation, and you'll notice that there's parentheses with a negative in front of it. Well, technically, that negative really means negative 1. And what can happen is that negative 1 can multiply to both the 3m and the 2. So that's going to become negative 3m and minus 2. Then negative m really means negative 1m. You don't have to write it, but I like to write it. Minus 10 is minus 10, and it's all still equal to 0. So the next step is to combine the like terms. Everything I wrote in red has the letter m next to it, so let's combine those first. Negative 3 minus 1 is going to be negative 4m. Everything in blue is just a regular number. Negative 2 minus 10 is negative 12, still equals 0. At this point, the next step is to make sure all the letters are on the left side and all the numbers are on the right side. There's only one letter and it is on the left side, so that's good. But now I would like for negative 12 to move over. And to do that, I would do plus 12. Let me continue over here. So what happens is this becomes negative 4m equals to positive 12. And finally, the last step is to divide. Divide by negative 4. So m equals negative 3. 26 will take the same approach. You will notice a negative 2 in front of the parentheses. So first, negative 2 times y is negative 2y. And negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. I will bring down the 14. And on the other side, I will bring down the y, in reality 1y. And then I'm going to bring down plus 12. Now you're probably wondering a couple of things. Notice on the right side, there's two negative signs almost adjacent to each other, like back to back. When that happens, that's a case of two negatives combining to equal to a plus. Now on the left side, you'll notice a plus and a minus back to back, consecutive, right next to each other. That's just the same as a negative, which I did write over here. Okay, well, let's combine our like terms. So 14 minus 2, that is going to equal to 12 minus 2y equals 1y plus 12. Alright, the next step is to move all the letters to the left side. So that means we're going to have to subtract 1y both sides. So this is going to become 12 minus 3y equals 12. Alright, next we will subtract 12, so all the numbers go to the right side. So this becomes negative 3y equals 0. The last step is to divide by negative 3, but it doesn't really matter because 0 divide anything is still 0. Alright, 27 would like us to translate the sentence into an equation, then solve the equation. Alright, the quotient of negative 120 in a number is equal to negative 5. Let's go over this again. The quotient. Quotient means division. Quotient also means fraction. So we have a fraction. A fraction where negative 120 is on top and x is on the bottom. Equal means equals. Negative 5 is negative 5. So part 1 was to set up the equation, translate the sentence, and we accomplished that. So that's done. Now let's solve. You will notice that we have a fraction where x is on the bottom. Well, if you wish to get rid of it, the trick is to multiply both sides by x. Watch what happens. On the left side, the x's will go away, so that becomes negative 120. And that will equal to negative 5x. The last step, divide by negative 5. And you're going to get 40. Alright, let's take a look at 28. Okay, so the first part of the sentence says 22 less than a number. The word less means subtract, so that part means x minus 22. Equal means equals. And then the product. Product means we're going to multiply something. So we're going to multiply 2. And then afterwards it says the sum. Here's how you have to handle the sum. After you write 2, write a set of parentheses and put plus sign in that parentheses. That's the part that represents sum. And inside, put in x and 2. Now that it's set up, let's solve. Well, right away I see that the 2 can multiply to both 2 to the x into the 2, so that becomes 2x plus 4. You still have 1x minus 22 over here. Next, it's a matter of moving all the x's to the left side and all the numbers to the right side. So I will next subtract 2x. So that means negative 1x minus 22 will equal to 4. Then what I'd like to do next is I would like to add 22 to both sides. Let's see, and that's going to become negative 1x equals to 26. And then finally, the last step is divide by negative 1. 26 divided by negative 1 is negative 26. Alright, 29 is a word problem. It says that car A can travel 6 times faster than car B. If the total speed of these cars is 868 miles per hour, find the speed of each car. So, we're going to have A plus B all equal to 868. Okay. I don't know how fast car B is going. I have no clue. And you know what? I don't know how fast car A is going either. But here's what I do know. I do know that car A is going 6 times faster than car B. That's like saying A is the same as 6B. And I'm going to make that change. So it really says 6B plus 1b equals to 868. Now I can add this because they both have the same letter b. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7b. And now we can divide by 7. And when you do, you're going to get b equals to 124. Alright, good. But now I'd like to find the speed of car A. So, to do that, for car A you just have to do 868, which was the total, and subtract whatever car B was, which is 124. And when you do, you'll have an answer, and that is 744. So these are some pretty fast cars. Alright, number 30. It says Hawaii has the least number of roadway miles, followed by Delaware. So that's just a fun fact. You don't need to know that. If Delaware has 1,931 more roadway miles than Hawaii, and the total number of roadway miles for both states is 10,673, find the number of roadway miles for each state. They said quite a bit here. Well, the key phrase here is both states is 10,673. Here's what that means. If you were to do Delaware, which is D, plus Hawaii, which is H, everything should equal to 10,673. But there's another piece of information that may help us. It says right here that Delaware has 1,931 more miles than Hawaii. What that means is Delaware is equal to whatever Hawaii is plus 1,931. So I can change this D into H plus 1,931. Then everything else, bring it down. Okay, well, I see H and H here, so that adds up to 2H plus 1931 equals 10,673. And we can solve. I will subtract 1931. So that means 2H will equal to, let's see, what would that equal to? 8,742. And then finally, divide by 2. And Hawaii has 4,371 miles of roadway. And now, to find the roadway in Delaware, we can do the same thing that we did in question 29. For Delaware, you just have to do the total, which was 10,673 minus 4,371. And whatever happens, happens. So let's see, that's going to be 2,036. 6302 for Delaware. So, that concludes the 361 Test 1 review. I hope this has been informative and helpful for everyone listening today. Tune in next time to listen to 0361 Practice Test 2 review. Good luck on the first test, and I hope you get a good start to the semester. Thank you. Have a great day.